We are live. Neo is up 1-0. I'm catching this a little bit late. Apologies. Okay, Neo is up 1-0. Don't know what happened game 1, but I'm sure it was exciting. Let's see what we've got for game 2. PvP. Very explosive matchup. A lot of different things can happen. We'll see what these guys are pulling out. Beast is a bit of a stalker, man. I know he's a big fan of like 4-gate Blink against Terran. 4-gate Blink is also pretty good in PvP, going for fast point stalkers. Catches a lot of different things. We might see Blink from Beast. Neo, I'm not as sure how he plays. I see more Beast games, I think. So far we have Gate Scout from Neo. And no Scout so far from Beast. He might go for a bit of a delayed scout, or he might just go for a no scout in general. No scouting is possible in PvP if you go for like a sentry afterwards, or you can scout on the second gate. So scouting on the second gate is going to be a bit more economical, but if Neo was going for a 1-gate expand, you wouldn't be able to block that. Never mind. Beast is not going for a scout after that, he's going for a proxy. Okay. Well, not a proxy, it's more like a hidden something something. It could be a Robo, could be Twilight for Dark Templar, could be a Stargate. Maybe he's just putting a pylon here to fuck with Neo. Because Neo is scouting here, and a sharp Protoss player should be able to tell when a second pylon is missing. You should also be able to tell when a third pylon is missing. So the alarm bell, this is like a yellow flag in Neo's head, like, oh, the pylon's not here, what's going on? He should be able to tell something's up. We're gonna see Sentry from Beast, and we're gonna see Stalker from Neo. Neo's gonna chrono his warp gate as well. Gonna be a bit worried that something's coming his way. Sentry from Beast is interesting. Usually that's indicative. Okay, yeah, he's gonna go for a fast nexus behind it. So Neo should be able to tell there isn't gonna be aggression coming his way. There is a pylon missing, but if there's a nexus, it's not a one-phase proxy. Loses the probe. Not ideal, but it's whatever. And Beast is going to be able to block and save his own probe. Nice for him. Beast does have the faster nexus, though. We got another 2 stalkers, so 4 stalker opening coming out from Neo. No pylon on the low ground here, so holding this location against the stalkers that are moving across the map is going to be difficult. You will have some more stalkers on his way, but you really need a battery. Did he see the hidden pylon there? So he did. Okay. So he knows it was just hidden. Shits and giggles. Sending the hallucination out. Really need to get a... Okay, Stalker 4 and 5. Stalkers as unit 4 and 5. Will mean he'll be safe against the 4 Stalker aggression. Even still, it's a little bit uneasy. Alright, here comes the 4 Stalker pressure. Gonna cancel a pylon, I guess, and then get pushed back. So, looking good for Beast. He got a significantly faster nexus. The tech is also faster for Beast. His blink is starting, whereas the Robo isn't even done for Neo yet. Neo will be able to find Beast's hidden pylon here. Beast, what the fuck? Probably doesn't realize that the probe scouted that. Beast is going to try and push those stalkers away. Unfortunately, he's leaving himself vulnerable to the double adepts that are going around. It looks like Beast is thinking about doing some stalker sentry pressure. These 2 adepts are going to shade in. There is no probe here. He does see and he gets the warp in. This is still going to be pretty significant damage. Unless, nice around here. Going to catch one of the adepts. Going to really limit the amount of damage he's going to take here. I forgot to host Game Heart. I wasn't the host, so there is no Game Heart. Loses 4 workers. Not the end of the world, but still pretty... No one wants that to happen. Bit of stalker pressure coming in here. Gonna use the hallucination. Force fields. Battery's not done yet, but an immortal did pop, so this pressure shouldn't get anything done. I think a stalker was lost on either side. Nothing crazy. Beast does need to get out of here, though. This army is way better from Neo. Ooh, gonna lose a couple more stalkers here. Mortal can put in a lot of work here. Something Neo could do here with his Robo is he could go for like a 4-gate all-in follow-up with just a stronger army. Instead, he'll try and take a relatively fast third base. He's decided my army is better than yours, let's just take the third. He's going to be pretty behind in tech. He doesn't have a Twilight, he doesn't have a Forge, but his army is pretty strong. 2 sentries, it's okay. Neo, on the other hand, still working off of 2 gates. His blink is done, 3rd gate's about to finish, 4th gate is about to finish too. If Beast really does lean into the 4-gate pressure, which I think he will do because he's got a proxy gate set up, it's going to be pretty difficult for Neo to hold this 4th base here. He's going to need a couple of batteries, I think. Some more sentries are going to put in a lot of work. He is starting charge. If charge finishes, that's going to be pretty big. I wouldn't even hate like glaives here. But to be honest, I don't think it's going to matter. It's going to come down to whether or not he can hold here. How many stalkers is this? 13 stalkers. That is enough to start one-shotting stalkers. It blinks on the immortal, bursts it down quickly, and it's going to target down the warping and stalkers. Very nice. Targeting down the warping and stalkers is nice because they have less health, less shield. It's easier to burst them down. Only 10 stalkers left. It's going to want another 1 or 2 so you can start one-shotting stalkers. But honestly, I think that Beast might just have enough stalkers here. If he blinks on it and starts one-shotting stalkers, there's going to be... Yeah, blink forward, one shot. One shot. Ooh, but the immortal comes in. I'm going to just target that down. Battery is putting in a lot of work here. He does not have enough to net damage to burst down that immortal quite as fast as he wanted to. And he loses a lot of stalkers for it. I think Neo's actually going to hold here. It looks scary there for a moment. Beast does get another 6 stalker warp in. He's going to go in again. Another battery just finished. Do we have an energy recharge on one of these batteries? Force fields might be nice. Kills that battery. Where's the next immortal? Oh, it's already on the front. I think this is mostly held. And if this is held, then Neo's going to go up 2-0. How are the upgrades looking? Charge has finished. No +1 yet. Third base is actually getting kind of low, so Neo is going to have to... Ooh, blink forward. Does not get quite a tight target down, but does get the immortal. Ooh, force field going to catch a bunch of these, and the zealots are going to get a lot of surface area. Going to lose a lot of stalkers for that immortal. Is the next immortal? Yeah, next immortals. He's killing... Beast is killing the immortals, but they are getting replenished about as fast. This Nexus is losing a lot of HP, though. Neo does need to take a decisive fight here, or he is at risk of losing this Nexus. In fact, Beast might just try to target it down. In fact, he will target it down, blinks away, takes his own, and he might just be content with that. So now, Neo has a choice. He can either try to go for a counter all-in himself, or he can just try to re-expand. Man, Beast is a baller. He's going to go for glaives, which I like quite a lot. He's already seen that his opponent has charged, going for a glaive follow-up here. Should counter that quite well. I think we're going to see a little bit of a lull here. Beast has gotten done what he needed to get done, and he's just going to back up a bit, try to probe for openings elsewhere. Doesn't need to push the front anymore. Only needs to buy some space. Dark Shrine. Went behind Dark Shrine. Neo may be feeling the pressure here. He's got 2 immortals done already. Not making a third one. No Warp Prism. So he is just going to try and retake his third. He has seen that Beast has his own third. So he probably thinks he'll be fine if he just tries to expand behind it. +1. Only now about halfway done for Neo. Beast. Does he even have a Forge? Does not. Neither of these players really giving a fuck about upgrades. Batteries still putting in some work here. Neo is not really under any threat. Beast is up a couple workers, but it's even enough. Does Neo have a Robo? He does. Beast have a Robo? Beast does not. So this Dark Shine might actually just be killer. Ooh, big blink forward, big fight here. Gonna target down the Immortals and then just dive with the rest. Kind of bad shade, but with the surround here, it might just be enough for Neo to clean out this game. There is a pylon on the other side of the map for DT Warp-ins, but Neo's entire army is getting wiped here, and I think Beast is going to take game number 2. DT is going to do what they can on the other side of the map, but there should be enough time for Neo to notice, for Beast to notice, and then just get... Yeah, he's getting a Forge and a Robo. So the army will kind of get cleaned up, but no, it won't. It's just going to shade into the main and kill every worker. Derping around a bit, but like technically Neo can force this back because of the lack of detection, but there isn't really anything you can do here. Down in workers, down in tech. Hasn't even cleaned up the adepts that are still causing mayhem. 2 DT's gonna go in on the other side of the map. Is an observer done? Nope. Hasn't even started yet. Cannons are going down. DT is going to spread out across a couple different bases, try to focus down the detection. Third base is going to go down all the while. This looks exciting, and the DTs are putting in some work, but as soon as these DTs die, it's just no contest. The DTs should die shortly because the observer is about to pop, and yeah, we will see GG here. East ties up the series 1-1. Pretty exciting game. Alright, they got game heart. That works. Or Maline for game number 3. Cool beans. We'll see. Yep. Got the mod. Just gives us the, gives a little alert for when workers are being killed. Which is nice. Means if I didn't notice something, God forbid, I'm not paying attention 100%. Like that would ever happen. Okay. So the big question for me this game is Beast's last game hid a pylon, but didn't do anything with it. He just sort of put it in the corner to try and fake out Neo. I wonder if Beast does that again this game, or if Beast maybe commits to the proxy this time. Doesn't just hide it, actually does try to do proximity. Neo just got... He got sort of mind-gamed, and he did sort of just falter under the Stalker pressure. So I wonder what we will be doing. The early game did go Beast's favor. He got a much faster Nexus, and Neo committed to Stalker aggression that didn't really get anything done. So we'll see how the early games play out this time. Beast going for a late scout again. Neo going for standard gate scout. I think after seeing what's happened in these games, Neo might be able to consider going for a no scout himself, or going for a delayed scout at least. Or if he wants to flip the script, he's seen that Beast has been going for late scouts. Maybe Neo could go for like a proxy 2-gate forge or something. I think the second gate scout is fine for like proxy robos and stuff. Not 1-base stuff though. Looks like Beast is going to hide a pylon again, but this time just in his own natural. Faking out a rush again. I like the sort of mental gymnastics, mind game sort of thing. This is the sort of stuff I love doing in my own series. Even on ladder. We'll see if Neo spots it. Yeah, if I was Neo, I would just stop scouting. Like, You can't get tricked by the fake proxy if you don't scout. Big brain tips from the claw. Alright, so we got Stalker Sentry this time for Beast. Gonna be a little bit of a later Nexus than last time, starting with the Sentry. Neo going for Stalker again. We'll see if he decides to commit to 4 Stalkers again. Neo gets the pylon block, isn't going to lose his probe this time. Should see the Stalker Sentry opener. Stalker Sentry it's pretty indicative of macro play. So Neo shouldn't be worried at all. Stalker Sentry usually means you're fine. He is worried though. He did notice that the pylon is missing, and he is going to scout around the map looking for the proxy. There is no proxy. Wow, okay. Beast is just going to go on the map with his Stalker Sentry. That's bold, considering there was a 4 Stalker move out last time, but okay. Stalker Sentry into Stalker. I imagine we'll see Twilight from Beast again. I don't know what we're going to see from Neo. Going for Stalker into Sentry. He's looking everywhere for that hidden pylon. Oh, it's a 5 Stalker? And both players are going to play Robo this game. Glad to see Robos picking up. I think I can take credit for that. I've been a big Robo first connoisseur in PvP for a long time, and I love glazing myself, so you know, I'll take credit for that. Clearly they've seen my PvPs and they're copying me. Okay, so Robo first can be a lot of things. You can just do it to be safe-ish. It defends a lot of things. The only thing it's bad against really is Stargate. You can do it into Blink, you can do it into a Glaive all-in, you can do it to a faster third base, you can do it into Sentry Drop, which we might be seeing from Beast here. Or he might be just going for a naked Gateway all-in, do a pressure with a bunch of Sentries and Stalkers and a Warp Prism first. Both of them going Warp Prism first. This is going to be kind of fun. I think, yeah, Neo is a Sentry Drop. I think he's done this to me before. You land in the other guy's main, force field the probes so they can't run away, and then the probes do a bunch of damage to the workers. I think that's what Neo's going to be going for. It looks like Beast has a similar idea, but he's going to be getting 2 Stalkers in there with it. So he'll have fewer force fields available. Oh, Neo, you got to pick up the Sentries. Sentry Drop versus Sentry Drop. PvP, am I right? The Warp Prisms are gonna... Did they see each other? I don't think they did. Okay, so Beast is gonna go for 2 Shades into the natural. There's no battery here, but wouldn't have mattered anyway. Pretty clean up. This is gonna get no kills. However, at the same time, here comes the Sentry Drop. Gonna get some kills here. 3, 4... 5 kills from 6 kills from Beast here. Might even try to get some Stalkers. Does lose one of his Sentries, which is kind of yikes. But in fact, he has to be careful or he's going to lose his Prism. Meanwhile, on the other side, here comes the 4 Sentry Drop here. Going to be getting 2, 3, couple kills himself. Doesn't lose any of his Sentries. Uses a lot of force fields though, and they're both going to recall. So at the end of the day, this went a lot better for Neo. No. This went a lot better for Beast. Beast has killed way more. Alright. Beast is going to follow this up with a Glaive Immortal all-in. Big fan of these. I think this is one of my most highly successful strategies, and Neo is going to go for Disruptors as a follow-up. Disruptors is actually a really good answer to Glaive Immortal all-ins. Adepts and Immortals are both slow. The Disruptor is very hit or miss, but Adepts tend to clump up. They're very slow, so they can't really get out of the way of Disruption balls. This could work. This gives Neo a very good chance to hold this, I think. Both players going to sit on 2 bases. 3 gates are already done. 3 more, so it's gonna be 6 or 7 gates. For Beast, how many Immortals? He's gonna stay with 3. That's a good number. He needs to go now, I think. I think 3 Immortals and go. Neo looks like he's gonna go for just like a 2 adept drop, maybe. I don't know what this is for. Are we not getting a warp prism? Already got a warp prism. I'm not sure what the proxy pylon is for. 2 disruptors already done. Are we gonna see a third? Nope, he's gonna get an observer. This warp prism. Oh, the warp prism is stuck, so he needs a forward gate. Except Neo saw it, and he's just gonna shut this down. Huge indicator that pressure is on the way. He's gonna start a third disruptor. Are we gonna see? We're gonna need some big balls here. Oh, this is so scary to attack into. I think what the play is for Beast here is you try to shade forward. Oh, big shot. Okay. 2 kills. Whiffs it, sort of. Oh! Ooh. Okay, 4 kills. Pretty good. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Really needs these to recharge quickly, though. Once this fight starts, he's going to need them. Okay, here comes the shade. I think the play is you shade on top of it and try to target down the disruptors before the shot goes off. Either that, or you're going to need to back off, because this is going to get real scary real soon. The longer this takes, the worse it gets. You really need to commit with this attack quickly. Is he going to commit to the shade? Nope. Backs off. I think Beast is just going to expand from here. This Prism is still stuck in the back here. Now, I am not an advocate of Colossus in PvP, but I think getting like 1 Colossus... Ooh, another nice hit. Double shot. I talked to Doomrat about this. I think we might commit. Oh, we're going for it! Alright, do we have any disruptor shots left? We do not, actually, so he gets a great shade here, Beast does. Cleans up all of the splash damage. 2 more disruptors coming in from the main. The shades are sort of derping out here. Oh, whiffs the shot. 1 more shot left. Good force fields here to cut up the army. Resources lost is way ahead for Neo. Neo has been trading better. He has been picking away at this army. Army supply is currently ahead for Beast, though. He's been investing a lot in these adepts. Genuinely, like a Colossus might be good here. Oh, commits to the shade. Shoots a disruptor on himself. I think that was good for Neo. It cleared a lot of the adepts. Warps in Zealots because he's having gas problems, I guess. I don't know why you would warp in Zealots against a Glaive all-in. And when all is said and done, it looks like Beast is winning. Yeah, Beast is taking a third. The army has been mostly cleaned up. More disruptor shots are coming in, but the backbone here of the 3 Immortals is still holding strong. There's going to be more depth warp-ins to clean up these Zealots, and to be honest, Beast doesn't even have to commit all that much. He's taken a good fight. Ooh, big disruptor hits on the Immortals. Oh, the Adepts, big warp-in. That Chekhov's gun warp prism comes into the main and does some big warp-ins, gets 14 kills, and I think that's going to be curtains for Neo. Beast's third base is about to finish. And that should be that. No Dark Shrine this time to try and clutch up. And the Adepts and that Immortal, nothing left to do. Neo recognizes the slow Zealot Warpins are pretty shit, but Glaiveless Adepts against Glaive Adepts are also pretty shit. Main base, yeah, and there's 3G. Alright, Neo, I know you're trying to be like the respectable macro player, but I think you gotta recognize that Beast has been playing greedier than you. He's been going for like these weird scout timings. He's been going for he's been going for the hidden pylons. He's been going for weird scout timings. I think you need to recognize this and either double down and go for like a 1 base thing yourself, or you need to go for a no scout yourself. Like the wing-in opener here might be good, where you get your natural and then do your first 2 gateway units. Usually that's Nexus and then Sentry off of a no scout, and then you go for hallucination scout. That's a pretty greedy opener that isn't a 1 gate expand. Oh, something's wrong. Got the mod. All good. We could also see like a 1 base all-in. A proxy robo against the hidden pylon might be cool. Even like a 4 gate all-in would be cool. I do think Neo has to spice it up. If he continues to let beasts dictate the pacing of these games, it's not going to work out for him. Beasts is being a bit of a beast and grabbing the beasts by the horns. It's been working out well for him so far. So we'll see how Neo back is to the wall. What's the plan? Are we going to see a third hidden pylon in a row from Beast? Maybe actually proxy this time? You've got a game to throw, go for a proxy robo. Neo, what are we going to do? Alright. Both pylons at home, nothing too crazy. Proxy 2-gate in PvP is a thing, but it's not wonderful. Pretty uncommon build, I would say. Neo sticking with his 1-gate scout. Again, this is the safest. It's the most consistent, but it's not doing yourself any favors. This is like, I did this because I felt obligated to. Whereas Beast is playing a bit greedy again. He'll probably scout with the 2nd-gate again. Yep. There it is, 2nd-gate scout, so marginal advantage Neo. Or marginal advantage Beast. Okay, we've got 3 on gas for Beast. We've got 4 on gas for Neo. Minor difference, but it should equate to very similar setups. Beast is going to get a 2nd pylon at home for once. Neo does not have his 2nd pylon yet. Did he forget it? Ooh, he did. So he is going to get a pretty nasty supply block here. Yikes. Beast might look at this and say, wow, your 2nd pylon is late. Does this mean that it's actually proxied? But the fact that the gateway units aren't starting, if I was Neo, I would just expand right now. You're banking up a lot of money anyway. Okay, he's just going to take the later units. Stalker Sentry from both sides. Both of them 3rd pylons in the natural. This is about as standard gets. If we wanted to do the most vanilla PvP possible, we will probably see Twilight. Both of them gonna put a pylon to scout what the first 2 units are, block the opponent's natural. He's shooting the rocks instead of this pylon. Neo, there's a world where he lets this finish, especially considering he got his own Nexus down without a block. Did he kill that worker? He did not. Okay, Beast's just not going for the block this game. Not gonna let that pylon finish. Gets his Twilight before his Nexus. Very interesting. Whenever I get my Twilight before my Nexus, it means I'm going for a Blink all-in. In fact, the Beast is just not getting his Nexus. Another pylon first. Oh my god, Beast blocked his own Nexus. What a blunder.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did that earlier this season as well. Someone's done that this season. And I think it was Beast.
Oh, that's a feels bad, man. Alright. So the reason Stalker Sentry is the most standard is because you get the most information out of it. With the energy overcharge, you can get the hallucination scout in nice and quick, see what your opponent's doing. Neo sees the Twilight and sees the fast research, knows it'll probably be Blink, and he's getting an Immortal. Immortal into Twilight. If Andy's got 3 Sentry Stalker, this looks a lot like an Immortal Glaive All-In. This looks exactly how my base looks like when I'm doing an Immortal Glaive All-In. So maybe we'll see that from Neo this game. Against the Blink Opener, I'm very happy to see a Blink Opener when I'm playing Robo first as well. He's already got the advantage from the early game. Looking good for Neo to tie things up so far. But he's going to go charge instead. He's going to go Immortal Charge. Neo, if you're listening to this, I implore you, try Glaives. Give Glaives a go. It's better than you might think. Alright, Beast, looks like he's going to try and do a 2-base Stalker all-in. Ooh, this is pretty bad. 2. Not going to let himself get surrounded as Neo. He's going to get 3, 4, 5. Oh, nice force fields here. Going to catch the Adepts, though. One of them is going to shade out with, like, 2 health, so whatever. Are we going to see a 3rd base from Neo, or is he going to stick to the 2 bases? I'm not quite sure yet. He is going up to 5 gates. We'll see if he puts on any 6 gates. Okay, he's going to stay on 2 bases. This is all in. So we have a 2-base Blink all-in against a 2-base Immortal Charge all-in. I think the 2-base Immortal Charge should do way better here. The Zealots are going to trade super well against the Stalkers. Fun fact, if A moved, a Zealot beats a Stalker in a 1v1, despite costing significantly less. And with Charge, you can't even do the kiting. Force fields are going to have to put in a lot of work here. However, Neo even has more force fields, so not looking good. We might get like a weird base trade scenario, though. We'll see if Neo is going to be quick on the recall here. Did he see something? I'm not sure what he's looking for right now. Okay, he is going to run into the army, gets a couple of force fields. This is a lot of Stalkers. I think he might have seen that there's no 3rd base, so he's looking for a proxy. And he is going to find it. This could get a little bit... Ooh, catches the sentry. Nice. No, he's just going to cut. Okay. Beast is going to see this and do a glaive follow-up. So he's going to try and do something similar to how game number 2 looked. Or game number 3 looked, sorry. I missed game number 1. Alright, War Prism is already on the other side of the map, so Beast is going to try and just get the kill before Glaives can even finish. And you know what? I think Neo can do that. Big Warpins. He's going to try and get a surround on these Stalkers, too. Yeah, he's just going to... Didn't even GG out. He just leaves the game. Realizes he's getting kind of punked on, and that brings us to game number 5. Ace match hype, which is going to feel good for Beasts. If I look at the MMRs, oops, it's 4-6 against, I think Beast is about 4-3. Yeah. So, strictly speaking, Neo should have an advantage here. So the fact that Beast was up a game and is even bringing it to game 5 is already going to be feeling good for Beast. Oh no. Okay. My game lagged out a bit as I was responding to a Discord message. I was a little worried I was going to crash, but I did not. Sorry. Just responding to some DMs. Alright, what have we got? Neo going for Gate Scout. Fourth game in a row, and I'm going to assume it's the fifth game in a row. Man of Patterns is Neo. Beast also doing the same thing for the fifth time in a row. Second Gate Scout. Sorry, I'm trying to convince my friends right now in the DMs that the Social Network, the Facebook movie, is good. And if you didn't know that, it is very good. It's an excellent movie. So if you haven't seen it, it gets the Fireclaw seal of approval. All right, Neo has heard me. Maybe he just figured this out on his own. That Beast has been going for late scouts every game, and we're gonna proxy our second gateway here. What's the proxy gonna be? We have Stalker Stalker against Stalker Stalker. It is a proxy Twilight. Not sure what proxy Twilight is for. And a gate. I guess this is gonna be like a hidden blink all in. You're gonna try. Okay, so this is probably gonna be like a 4-gate blink made to look like a proxy robo. One of the best ways to hold proxy robo is to go Stargate Void Ray on one base. If you can bait out Void Rays while you're going blink, that's gonna be very desirable. Yep, here's the blink. Or we're gonna see some chronos on that. Okay. Neo or Beast does not give a fuck. He's gonna go Sentry Sentry. He needs to get, and he's gonna go Twilight. He sees that it's, or he saw that it was one base. What has Beast seen? He's seen that there's a pylon missing, and he's seen that it's one base, and he's gonna go for a proxy pylon on his own. I think Beast is severely misreading the situation. Chronoing the Stalker is an interesting choice. The way you win this, oh, okay, so Beast sees it. Doesn't have a pylon in the low ground yet, so we can't even get any, Oh, that's weird. Why is the protection tab down there? Uh, can't even get any batteries yet. So what you want from this is you want to get up to the point where you can start one-shotting Stalkers, blink on top of the other guy's army, and then just go bam, one-shot, bam, one-shot, bam, one-shot, bam, one-shot, and then it snowballs so quickly. The number to do that is 11, I believe. Once you have 11 Stalkers, the shield batteries mean nothing, because if you one-shot, you can't heal when it goes from full to 0 instantly. What are we at? We're at 10 Stalkers, so we're going to want to wait for just one more warp in. Okay, there's number 11. And we're even going to see, or we're going to see a Dark Shrine from Beast. He's going to try and hold on as long as he can and go for counter DPs. Runs forward. He's going to not wait for Blink to finish. That's what he gets for not chronoing Blink. Ugh, I would say this is subpar execution. The battery got to put in a lot of work. He's not able to utilize that one-shot dive potential here. So Neo is sort of blundering this slightly. And now the Dark Shrine is going to finish. There's no detection here. Oh, I feel like if Beast, or if Neo had chronoed his Blink, waited just a little bit longer, and then blinked on top of Beast's army, he could have just edged this out instantly. Instead, Beast manages to buy enough time, gets the DTs out, and Neo is going to GG out. Beast wins it 3-2. Banger of a series. Very dynamic. Are you not entertained? Unfortunate for Neo.
That was really good. I only saw the last 2 games, but that was fire.
Yeah, that was exciting. I didn't get to see game 1 either, but there was some good stuff here.
Ready.
Unfortunate for Neo. Oh, shit. Let's turn the stream off.